Hey everyone, so today's going to be a pretty serious video. This is going to be about depression and anxiety and my experiences with it, and like all my other videos, these are just my opinions, and as long as I can help one person, that's really all that matters to me. So I'm just going to talk about my experiences with it and everything. It's a little bit emotional for me, so if I cry, I'm sorry. I'm doing this video, I kind of got the idea for it because last week I had to attend a memorial service for my friend who passed away, and he committed suicide, and he was only 21. And it was one of the saddest things that I ever had to experience. And you know, it's all part of growing up. You have to deal with these kinds of things, and it was really difficult for me because you would have never known that he was depressed or anything. He was just happy all the time, smiling. But obviously there were things going on that even his friends and his family didn't even know. So I'm just going to kind of talk about my experiences with it and how I've grown from my experiences. I'm going to start crying. I've had anxiety for as long as I can remember. I've had panic attacks since probably about 5th grade. Probably before that, but I didn't really recognize them as panic attacks. And they progressively just kept getting worse and worse. And for me, it was my anxiety that caused my depression. Just a little kind of story, I guess. When I was a senior in high school, that's when my brother got his kidney transplant, and I was really going through a lot, and I was having a really difficult time with everything, you know, like going to college and, you know, having to deal with all that family stuff, and it was just a huge transition, and I started getting these panic attacks at school, and it got to the point where I couldn't leave my house. It was so bad. I literally would have a panic attack because I was so scared about having a panic attack. Because the first one that I had, I was just sitting in class, it was just like my first morning class, and it got so bad that I threw up everywhere. It was the most embarrassing experience of my entire life, and after that I was just terrified to go back to school. And like everyone was so nice about it, and they were really great, but I was just so embarrassed, and I just, you know, you never think that that could happen to you, and it does, and it was awful. And so literally for months I was stuck in my house and I couldn't leave. It got really bad. That happened, it was like January of my senior year, and I got so depressed. It was to the point where I would lay in bed and pretend to sleep until 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so I didn't even have to think about going to school. I didn't even have to like be awake when I should be in school. And it was one of the hardest times in my life. I couldn't get out of this funk. I was sad all the time. I lost so many friends. I had, you know, my boyfriend at the time. Everything got really bad because he couldn't help me because he didn't know how to, because he didn't know what was wrong, and neither did I. I was just so sad all the time. I would cry all the time. I would just get angry out of nowhere, and that's not me at all. I don't get angry. And I would just like get so mad at the smallest things. And it was like, looking back on it, I don't think I could have changed it because I was so wrapped up in my head and everything that I didn't even realize kind of what was going on with myself. It got to the point where I had missed so much school that I had to be medically excused from my senior year. So I didn't get a senior year, you know, like the year that you look forward to your entire school career. I didn't get to go to graduation. I didn't get to do anything that seniors do. I did graduate high school. I was only a 1/4 of a credit short. I graduated, but that was with multiple doctor's notes and everything, and it ruined everything. Everything that I had was gone. I lost full rides to colleges. I lost scholarships. I lost acceptances to colleges, and I had been working on that, you know, since my freshman year. You know, I took the SATs, I took SAT classes, and, you know, I was taking all the AP classes. I was on the track to go to college, and I just effed everything up. And I had no control over it. And, you know, you think, you know, you have control over your own destiny, you have control over what you do, but I didn't. I could not physically get out of bed and go to school. I just couldn't do it. my body wouldn't let me do it. I mean, it was my mind, but my mind was telling my body to do these things, and literally having a panic attack is like having a heart attack. You feel like you're going to die, and it was horrible, absolutely horrible. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. It got to the point where I tried to kill myself, and that's really hard for me to say, because I feel like when people say that, they're doing it for attention, and you know, sometimes people do, but if you are really depressed, it's really not for attention. For me, it wasn't. It was I just couldn't be in my head anymore. I couldn't keep living the same thing day after day, being terrified of the world. And that was kind of the breaking point for me. After that, I got the help that I needed, and you know, I got on medication that helped me. I you know, got on a routine, and I was able to attend college in the fall, which was something that I didn't think that I would be able to do. I got my life back together. I was literally at the lowest point, and sorry, now I wouldn't change it for the world, because I'm such a strong person because of it, because I was able to overcome all of that, and I'm so happy with the life that I have now, that I'm going to school and getting my degree. You know, I have a job, I have a car, you know, and I had to work for everything. My parents didn't give me anything because they didn't trust that I would go to school, and they didn't trust that I would follow through with it, obviously, because I didn't in high school. So we built up that trust now after years, but I am just so grateful for the fact that I have had to work for everything that I have. It's made me appreciate it so much more, and I feel that that makes me more mature than people my age. You know, people my age are in college and, you know, partying and all this stuff, and I do that sort of stuff too, but I know what's important in life and what, you know, and I really, honestly, wouldn't change any of that for the world, but it takes from being at that lowest point to get to where I am now, and I am so happy now. I mean, I have my moments where I get depressed or something happens, and I'm a really sensitive person, and things really affect me, but I'm starting to be happier, and I have my things that I do. You know, I have my yoga, I do art, I do, you know, all this stuff like that. I'm able to kind of get myself out of funks easier, so it doesn't get to that extreme point that it got to. This is a hard video to make. So I just wanted to tell all of you that if you are going through this, I know where you're coming from, and you are worth so much. Like, you have no idea how many people love you and how many people are there for you. It only took getting to the bottom for me to realize how much people loved me and cared about me, and how if I did something to myself, it's so selfish. It's such a selfish act to commit suicide, because there are so many people who love you, and you were ruining so many people's lives. I know that people can't help it, and you know, it's a disease. It really honestly is. But you need to think of all the people who would miss you so much if you did anything to hurt yourself. And honestly, even if you're having the worst day in the entire world, and you feel like you have fucked things up so bad that nothing will be able to fix it, I guarantee you that you will feel better the next morning. I guarantee you, each day is a new start, and no matter how much you messed up, you can build it back up, and you can get back again to where you want to be. It may take a while, but you will get back there. I'm living proof of it. I was at my lowest point, and now I am as happy as I could be. I have everything that I ever wanted when I was in high school, and everything that I messed up, I got back, and it wasn't easy, but I did it. And if I can do it, honestly, anyone can do it. And I'm not just saying that, like, I honestly, truly believe that from the bottom of my heart. And, you know, people always say to me when I, you know, tell them, or I meet new people, and, you know, I don't tell people this stuff. I'm a pretty private person, but when I do, people are always shocked, because they don't think that I'm the kind of person who would have gone through that. But to be completely honest with you, you never know something just by looking at someone. And you need to realize that even if people look like they're perfect and they have everything, there are things that go on in their life that you know nothing about. You never know what someone else has gone through. You never know what they're dealing with. And, you know, people put on that act that, you know, they're perfect and they're happy. And chances are they're not. So you can't base yourself off of other people because they're going through stuff too. I'm trying not to cry. I just really want you all to know that no matter how you feel, how bad you feel now, it gets better. And you need to get the help. And before you get to that lowest point, if I can help someone just get help before they get to that low point, I will be so happy. But if it takes getting to that lowest point so that you can build yourself back up, just know that getting help helps, you know, whether it's you know, a therapist or medication or, you know, just exercising helps depression. I mean, honestly, just doing something and taking one small step will help you, and you just have to follow through and you have to do that. And I know how hard it is, but it will make you so happy. Honestly, I couldn't be happier now. And, you know, I have my days, I have my moments, but all in all, it was worth it. And I just wanted to say that, and that's basically all I have to say. And one more thing, since this is such a personal video to me, if there are, I never delete comments, I've never deleted a comment, but if there are negative comments on here, I'm gonna delete them. I really don't want that kind of thing on this video, so I just wanted to put that out there. So if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all. If anyone wants to talk to me about this, please feel free to email me. My YouTube messaging is stupid and it like never works and it won't let me reply ever. So emailing is the best way to reach me. So I hope you guys are having a great day, and that's it. I will talk to you guys later.